What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Double Dribble. Before we get in the video, I just want to quickly say, make sure you guys get active in the comment section down below. Leave all your comments, we'll be sure to interact with you guys. Make sure to hit the like button on this video, hit the subscribe button, and let's get right in the video. So just recently ESPN came out with a new updated mock draft for this year's upcoming NBA draft. And there is a player, as you can tell judging by the title, is Brandon Boston Jr. or BJ Boston. Is one of the players that I noticed that I just don't quite agree with, and because of where they have him in the draft or where he could go in the draft, I think he could be one of the most slept on players in this draft, or one of the players that ends up playing a lot better than he was projected to be, or how people thought he was going to play, judging by where he gets picked in the draft. So Brandon Boston Jr. Was a freshman at Kentucky. He's 6'7", 185 pounds. So right away you hear 185 pounds. He's 6'7". Doesn't have a whole lot of weight to him. He's pretty lanky. Isn't super strong. Kind of reminds me, just in general of his game, reminds me a lot of Brandon Ingram. Kind of funny how they both have the first name Brandon, but he reminds me a lot of Brandon Ingram. And I think he can be that type of player in the NBA if you give him a couple years. At Kentucky, he didn't quite figure it out fully during his freshman year. Going into his freshman year, I'm pretty sure he's projected to be a lottery pick, if not even top 10 maybe. And he just didn't quite figure it out. He averaged 11.5 points per game, 4 rebounds, 1.6 assists. But the issue is he shot 35% from the field and 30% from 3. He's one of those guys that's supposed to be able to go get you a bucket, knock down threes, get to the hoop, mid-range game, just be a scorer, and he didn't quite do that at Kentucky. Like I said, just didn't figure it out from the three-point line, and that kind of hurt him. Teams didn't respect him as much from the three-point line. He's just super inconsistent, and I think that messed with his head a little bit, with his confidence a little bit, and just didn't have as great of a freshman year as people thought he was going to have. And because of that, in ESPN's mock draft, they have him going the 35th overall pick to the Thunder. I think he should not be a second-round pick at all. Maybe watching him in Kentucky this last year, you would think he'd be a second-round pick. But if you really you watch his high school highlights, his career, his games. You even watch his games in Kentucky. He can score the ball. He really can. He was super inconsistent at Kentucky in his freshman year. But I think a lot of teams, because of that, are kind of passing on him, and he's fallen to probably be a second-round pick. And I think whoever gets him in the second round is getting a player that can play for them right away and produce and come off the bench and go get them buckets right away type of thing. He's that type of player. I think he can get to Brandon Ingram. Like I keep referring to Brandon Ingram because their games are super similar. Their just body is built super similar. And I think if you give BJ Boston a couple 2 years in the NBA, let him develop his body a little bit, I think he could be a really good player and somebody that people are going to look back on and say, how in the heck did he get drafted in the second round as a second round pick? But let me know in the comment section down below if you guys have similar thoughts to me, or if I'm just crazy. But I think dude can really score the ball. He can do a lot of things on the basketball court. And some team is gonna love to have him in his first 1 or 2 years coming off the bench, just getting them buckets, coming just looking to score, that type of thing. Over a couple years develop into more of a all-around player and someone's like go-to option type of thing. So like I said, let me know in the comment section down below if I'm crazy or if you guys are seeing the same thing as me. Make sure to hit the like button on this video, share it with your friends, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.